You're,
Yeah.
would it be safe to assume that everyone's kind of a carrier then, almost? If we're not getting
Um,
infected, then maybe we're immune.
no, it's not Left 4 Dead.
Hey guys, welcome back to part number 3 of our Dead Matter development Q&A. This is a multi-part series. If you have not seen 1 or 2, I will make sure there are cards in the top and links in the description. I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer, so let's go ahead and start with our Dead Matter Q&A. So, I've seen mention of fish and deer and stuff like that. Are there other types of wildlife that survivors can use to survive? And then also, are there any kind of predatory animals that we would have to worry about, like whether it's wolves or bears or something, even cougars?
Um, when it comes to wildlife, we will be adding predatory animals, and some of the animals will attack the players as well. And then we're hoping that hopefully it doesn't break hunting. It's kind of one of our concerns. We don't want it to turn into Rust, where like wolves just kill everything that move either. So,
Gotcha. So
um,
you don't want you
yeah.
don't want wolves to just run around and eliminate zombies out of a
Yeah,
town, kind
yeah,
of like
we
in
we would
DayZ.
want to do it kind of properly when we do go about adding predatory animals, just because the only animal that's really in the game right now anyways is the deer. So
Okay. So myself and a lot of people that are into the survival genres, and more specifically DayZ, I guess, we kind of wish that there was something a little more deadly than zombies. And I know your main focus is on zombies, but in a PvE server or anything like that, they're really not that much of a danger. Do you plan to
right.
have any kind of alpha predator that would be like a zombie, whether it's mutated, that would be much more lethal for like a single player and your
Well,
cooperative take?
our zombies run, and you do lose movement speed when they hit you. So
Okay, so they're actually going to be pretty
so
deadly.
they are a threat. Make no mistake, if you make too much noise, you will have you ever fired a dinner bell in DayZ? You don't want to do
Oh
that in Death
man,
Matter.
the Lee Enfield
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. Lee Enfield. Yeah. You ring
yeah.
that dinner bell, they'll be on you in this game.
Okay, yeah, because I'd always pictured something like these games having the liquor from Resident Evil, or some kind of hunter or witch like on Left 4 Dead, something that it's not everywhere. You don't find it all the time, but when you do find it, and you either get out of town or have people to help you. So
Yeah, we've definitely been thinking of uncommon infected that have special traits, like they're the CETA zombies in Left 4 Dead 2, where they don't take any fire damage, and we were thinking of similar stuff to that, because if they don't take fire damage and you're using a flamethrower, then you'd be best to have a friend with you. Um,
okay,
so yeah, there's we've also got a concept for a zombie that kind of acts like the Zombine from Half-Life 2 episode 1 and 2, where they pull out a grenade and kind of shamble towards the player very quickly. And yeah, we were kind of thinking of just little variations in the zombies like that that only show up in certain areas, like the grenade zombies would only show up in maybe like the bunkers or something like that. So at least if you round the corner and you kill it and it drops the grenade, at least you can kind of run back and you'll probably be fine 9 out of 10 times. So
nice. Yeah, that's something that was an Arma 3 DayZ mod or Exile mod. And that would be something really interesting to see. That, or have a grenade sitting on the zombie. You shoot the grenade and it blows the zombie up. That would be amazing.
yeah, we were definitely thinking of grenade being pulled, you know, like the zombie would actually pull the grenade out of their vest or whatever, and actually hold it above their head with like the pin and everything gone. And as soon as you see that grenade, you know that you have about 5 seconds to get the hell out of there.
Nice. Well, that kind of answers my next question about the zombies. I kind of mentioned that they were more slow and shambled, but you actually said that they run. So that's
No,
kind of
they yeah, if you look at our Twitter feed, especially, they're actually pretty much at a jogging speed there. It's why
Yeah.
it's why a lot of people comment that they look a little funny. It's they basically have human running animations on their feet because we can't make third person animations, so we've basically had to kind of glue a few different animations together to make them, and so they're kind of a really interesting result. Once we get actual dedicated animations for them, I swear they will look 20 times better, but you can
Yeah.
actually see like they move pretty damn quickly, and like they can catch up to a player that's running very easily. And I actually think we're going to slow down just a tiny amount. One thing I would just like to put out there in some way or form, the game does have stamina. Like I know a lot of people have asked me if there's stamina, but because you're from the Arma 2 DayZ scene, I figured like saying like we have basically Arma 2 style stamina, where it's kind of like a big, it's like a big bar, but like as soon as your character is tired, you have to rest for like a minute or two before heading out again. So that's kind of what we've been aiming for, is
Yeah.
kind of the right mix between like realistic but like
Gotcha.
having kind of an arcadier game. Like we have like true first person, well not true first person I guess, but like kind of the floating hands first person. I get the two words kind of, or the terms
Yeah.
mixed up, but we actually have like the hands drawn in the world and stuff, and kind of makes a huge difference.
It's interesting. Yeah, the stamina is kind of something that scared me with DayZ when standalone did it, because
Yeah.
they broke it. They broke it seriously. I mean, you would lose, like, your stamina was nothing. You lose food and water crazy fast, and they're kind of fixing it now, but uh, we wouldn't expect to see that, would we? Like crazy stamina, or is it going to
No,
be
no, no, no,
closer
no.
to?
It's like the Daisy mod stamina.
Okay, like the double tap and W days when you would take off in a sprint.
Yeah. No, 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 no. I meant in how your character actually loses it, not in the mechanics for running itself.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah, you basically lose it at like a slow rate, but you generate it kind of at a slowish rate too. But as soon as you stand still, it kind of starts to regenerate quicker.
Gotcha. So, like, if you were running, like, say that you sprinted across, a block, and you were down by half, continuing to jog would make it come up slower, but if you sat down, it would regenerate faster.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Now,
Also, jumping. People like to jump spam in games, and we've already made it so you basically just jump like an inch eventually if you jump too much. So
interesting. Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
And
of small issues like that to solve in these games because you don't want players jumping around too much.
well, and that's a huge thing in Fortnite that makes me not want to play it. Is kids run around, they jump up and down with shotguns, and it's like, what even is this? So yeah, that's really cool. With the whole
Yeah.
jumping and stamina, you guys, I think I heard somewhere you guys were going to do some kind of parkour system, not necessarily like, obviously, Mirror's Edge parkour, but being able to get on top of stuff.
Yeah, we were definitely you can actually see it in one of our trailers. We definitely had that system actually implemented. I recently took it out because it was a little bit buggy. So we're going to be getting some dedicated animations and putting it back in before the alpha launch,
Nice.
and just making sure that it functions way better than it did before, because like it was kind of just a little too unreliable for my taste, and that's why we removed it on its current system just to move it over to a better one. And that's something that we do a lot. Just if we don't like something and if it doesn't function well, just axe it and come back to it.
Yeah, that's cool. But as long as it's not like Arma 3, where I don't know if you used Arma 3's enhanced movement, but you got to climb over a wall, the camera gets all bugged out, and then
Yeah,
next thing you
it's
know,
not
you're
fun,
yeah. So
especially when you fail to climb the wall or
yeah.
something.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
you
fun.
you jump up, or it throws you through the bottom of the ground and then you come back up. Something crazy like that.
Yeah. Well, even just looking back on our dev logs, just the progress we've made since those has been even just crazy.
Well, yeah, just in from the very first like release when you guys had, I think the very first video I saw, it was like a town at night. There were some really nice looking lights, tons of zombies. Like this, the whole thing has seemed to kind of move from that
Yeah.
to something different. So
But
now,
having huge crowds of zombies and stuff, like it's just going from having it kind of
be like this kind of half functioning prototype to like a full on proper game is just really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So something that's kind of that I've always found it to be irritating in Daisy, and it's a minor irritation, but it never made sense to me. The
Right.
player, can hear a shot at a kilometer out, and or even more. They can hear those shots. Will that
Oh yeah.
affect zombies at the same distance, or is it only going to be zombies within? A player may hear it at 700 meters, and a zombie may hear it at 3.
There's two ways that gunshots affect the zombie population. So there's the immediate effect of zombies nearby will be introduced into the environment, or they'll basically spawn in areas that haven't been seen yet. And there'll also be all of the idle zombies nearby will be sent towards that area. And then essentially there will also be an element of later on in the day, a lot of the zombies that have been brought to that area will essentially the area will have increased spawn rates for zombies for a period of time after gunfire has occurred there, uh, just to be representative of essentially zombies overall from like larger distances kind of being attracted to it. So like there's the illusion of that, but it doesn't actually kind of happen. It just sort of the game sort of fakes it.
Gotcha. So
That makes sense.
if you were up on a hill looking over a town and you fired a Mosin or something off into town, you may not necessarily pull the zombies out of town, but additional zombies
Right.
from within the woods would start to appear.
Yeah, and we want to do weighted spawning as well when it comes to that. So essentially, we want to weight the direction that zombies will come from a town. And if you're not even close to a town, like if you're just fighting in nature, there won't really be zombies spawning at all. If there's no reasonable area for them to be coming from, they won't be coming at all. Because we want the game to be believable, not, oh yeah, I shot in the forest and all the tree zombies are going to get me. We don't want that. We want the game to be believable. So, really, yes, you would be, pseudo pulling zombies from the town.
All right, guys, this will conclude part 3 of our Dead Matter development Q&A. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't done it already, consider subscribing to find more of these as I release them. If you like these kind of games, you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Fraglrokt. And if you really want to be part of the Dead Matter community, you can always jump on their Dead Matter Discord, as well as follow them on Twitter, and check out their website at playdeadmatter.com. All of those links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.